Stream started. Stream tweeted about. Arrived at flight path point. We are set. Oh, might as well do that one. This guy? Yes. I think it used to be like 200 of these that you had to kill, and now it's so much faster. As long as no one's stealing your kills, that is. Why am I not getting credit for this shit? What's going on? There we go. Did they give those things a lot more health or something? Oh, it looks like some idiots down there like aggroing shit that we don't get tags or something. There we go. That's all I needed. Any with rewards I actually care about? Not really. So we'll do the easy ones. The wanted quests. uh, there. Nice and fast. See if anyone apps to my group by the time I turn in my emissary cache, and if they don't, then I'll go to a different character. didn't revisit the auction house since I went to the store. Oh, I should probably do that as well. And no one act my group. Sad. All right. Auction house check. Yes, buy my Arcana. Right. And then Fade doesn't need to recraft anything, so we'll hurt her. Hmm. Scanning, okay. Trying to get more cheap fell slate so I can make some more of that epic jewelry, but it's not as easy as I would hope to get a bunch of chaotic spinel. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm having to clear my throat so much. Clearly I'm just not drinking enough soda. It's the problem of having only one selling tune. The scans take forever when you have to scan everything. But that's the glory of having two accounts. I can just see what's going on over on the side. Alright, speaking of, what is going on over on this side? Alright, enchant's done. Gotta do my transmutes. If those all ever get to Fade's bedroom. Nice. Yeah, I moved to the bedroom. So now we get a feature in my bed, and like I I've seen like other streamers and people who do YouTube videos have like a really cool like wall of like gaming stuff, and I'm like, I've got a bed, but all right, let's see if you can see him in the back there. Yeah, I got my little Dragon Age nug, so there's that at least. Yeah, I was like, and I'm like, I'm gonna wear the Greech sweater today because it's super comfy and I want to, but let me fix that. But then I'm like, well, now I can't green screen. But I'm like, I don't know if I can get a green screen set up on my bed in the first place. So this all works out. So, I messed it all up. Oh no. Oh well, it's fine. It's the weekend. We don't have to have a perfect camera set up and green screen and everything. And I do always make my bed, so it's not like that it's ever gonna look like I live in squalor. But yeah, so the other room, which is in that direction that I used to sit in, it's like this desk would take up, you know, a 5 by 5 space. And then the whole rest of the room, which was like 40 by 20, and like with vaulted ceilings and stuff, was empty. And I was like, if I if I suck it up and finally move my desk into my bedroom, I can stop heating the rest of the apartment, which is going to save me money. I'll have better acoustics for anything I do recording wise. Um, and what was my other benefit? Oh yeah, and I won't be right next to the kitchen. I don't know if I've ever actually like explained it fully or just alluded to it, but I have binge eating disorder, and it was really like problematic to be like the kitchen is right there. So now I can be like more removed from that as well. And now when I have to go get a new soda, it's a longer walk, so I get a little bit of exercise too. So I'm liking this setup so far. It's been working out really well. And I've got this natural light coming in from the window. It's great. I'm glad I finally made the switch. But now I have to like, so I've got the nug, as you've seen. And you did, I don't think I moved the camera enough, but oh, wait, you can kind of see him. A little adipose from Doctor Who. So that's the extent of my like geeky paraphernalia in here. But last night I bought a stuffed hogger from the store. And I got a Jaina poster, like the BlizzCon Jaina poster. But I'm like, I'm gonna put that like there, where so you guys aren't gonna be able to see it, but I'll be able to just stare up at Jaina. Jaina can just be above me, where she belongs. Let's see here. Anyone have the skip for HFC to upper air? Nope. I don't know if I've ever even done Hellfire Citadel, so I do not have that. Oh, you guys can't even see my chat, so you guys don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm on a different monitor. What the heck's going on? Oh, I switched monitors. Now my main account is on the right monitor instead of the left monitor. So, whoops. Let's see here. But bottom line, my guildies were asking for something I don't have. But that guy got 5 free primal fires from me yesterday, so I've already helped him out enough. And it's kind of funny. So I was like, I hope this poster's worth it. I hope it looks good, because I'm also gonna have to get it. Like, I'll get a cheap one, but I do frame all my posters because it looks less tacky that way, I think. So and I also have a poster from Black Mirror, from the San Junipero episode. I might put them side by side or something. But anyways, and so those are framed posters. And what was I going to say about that? Yeah, so I was like, I hope this is a good poster. And then Callius and Evatel's new video, they have the poster and they're like gushing about how good it is. So I'm like, good. Excellent. That's a review I trust. I hope everyone goes and watches their videos if they haven't already, because I know I've mentioned them a few times and it's so worth it. Alright. So we got some Golden Lotus. But I do think I'll try and figure out a green screen setup, but I'm not sure. We'll find out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna deal with the camera stuff on Monday, since Sunday is a makeup stream for ending the stream 20 minutes early the other day. I don't feel too serious about it. Okay. Golden Lotus, yes please. Frozen Orb 47 gold, yes please. I do love Wrath of the Lich King time walking for that. Don't hide leather, yes please. But so the last time I streamed, I pushed the stream to YouTube afterwards, and then I went back and listened to it, and it's like every time I get excited, my voice raises. But if you turn on automatic gain control, which is supposed to limit that, it makes me fade out really bad. So I'm trying, like, I made some audio adjustments, and I'm hoping that it isn't as abrasive. And then also, I'm hoping the room helps with that as well. I just need to not get so excited. That's my problem. Okay. Alright, so now we'll go over to this. That's why I was on the wrong monitor. They're both showing the same monitor in slightly different scenes. Good job, me. Okay, so this one's the one I want to show. Pretty pro today. Good enough. How do you not like that? I'm glad you could catch a stream too. That's the other reason I was like, ooh, I'll get a stream on Sunday and during the day, because then I'm like, I might be able to get some other people in this stream that normally can't make it. So, other bonus. Word of Mastery. Word of Mastery. Oh good, I have the mats to make 4, which is the exact amount I need. Actually, I need 3, I think. Actually, Wixen isn't an enchanter anymore, so I only need 2. Oh my gosh, having to click the enchanting vellum. What is this, the Dark Ages? Started playing WoW when you stopped. Your videos are great, but still don't really get gold. But what do you, like, I don't know, what don't you get? But, like, so what do you mean you don't get it? Like, do you have questions? I'm so on board talking about gold making. So, if you have questions or you just want to check, if you don't have questions, but there's something that's just like a statement that you want me to talk about, then please. I've been so into gold making lately. Not that I'm ever not into gold making, but I've been more into it. Look at I just said I need to not get so excited. What the hell's wrong with me? I'll be like, I'm not gonna get excited, and then someone will say gold making. I'll be like, so. Made a load of alts. Well, I'm like on part 8, made a load of alts, love a load of alts. It's kind of interesting to have a lot of alts in this expansion, because beyond the crafting professions, there's really, in my opinion, not a strong need to have a lot of alts this time around. Because there's not as strong of cooldowns, like the Living Steel cooldown. And they're still valuable. I'm not trying to say, oh, you already screwed up, because you're fine. More alts, the better. That's why I've got so many alts. But it's kind of, unfortunately, that's not quite as viable as, or valuable. It's still viable. It's just not quite as valuable as it would have been in previous expansions. But you can still do all that same stuff, like Living Steel. You do that on every character. If you have the mats to feed that, whew, you'll be fine. Ooh, that's what I'm gonna do, is go get some Ghost Iron today. I'm at the stage I need to complete class halls, and getting the patterns and the grind is kind of daunting. So, I'll say that Fade and maybe my Death Knight are the only ones who have done their class halls, like, completely. Actually, I guess the Demon Hunter did too. But bottom line is, you can completely ignore your class hall stuff if you don't actually want to play the character. You don't really need that for gold making purposes, in my opinion. Unless you're doing like weird stuff with order hall resources, like, or not order hall resources, but missions. Like if you're, if for example, you really need a lot of Primal Sargerite for some reason, and you need to go on or a lot of Blood of Sargeras that you can't get any other way, so you need the Order Hall missions, and maybe that's a good reason to finish your Order Hall. But if you don't want to do it, that's not a high priority from a gold making perspective. Now the gig patterns, though, I feel your pain because I'm doing that. I'm switching my Leatherworker from my Druid to my Monk, and my Monk is it was my newest 110. Now it's my second newest, and yeah, it's pretty rough. So just do it on all your characters, and then what I've been doing is on any character that's already exalted with Dreamweavers, which is what I really need the rep for, but any character that's already exalted with stuff, I do all of their Order Hall missions for rep tokens. so that I can then feed those rep tokens to the character that needs them. And that's pretty much it. And then I do their emissary cache when it's up, and that's it. I don't even do the zone quests. And then your favorite was the last one you leveled? Rough. That's one good thing that I have about being so attached to Fades. Like, on the one hand, unfortunately, it means I'll like never be able to switch even if I don't like the way prot paladins are going. But on the other hand, it's like I never have to choose what alt I'm going to play, because the answer is always I'm not going to choose an alt, it's going to be Fade. Okay, so that's mixing down. This is nice, getting some sales. Sweet. Oh, tomes. I'm glad I actually looked over and checked that, because actually most of this stuff is stuff that Mixin makes, so I'm glad I checked before logging. So let's get her the mats to make those tomes. Restock group. Did restock groups? Oh, I guess I have to look at the auction house to show TSM that it's sold out. Now restock groups. There you go. Mixin, start gathering. Gather items. So what class did you end up liking the best? What was the last one you leveled? Was it Prot Paladin? Because that's the right answer. Happy 10th. Welcome to the stream this fine Sunday. Okay, and then I'm going to send this to Clicks before I make a mistake and send it to Liquidate. And Maelstrom Crystals, where are you? Druid is best. I don't know why, but I had a feeling it was actually going to be Druid. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Druids, but at the end of the day, it's like I always get behind anyone who wants to choose a hybrid class for their main, and Druids obviously are the most hybrid of the hybrids, having 4 possible specs. What professions do you like for gold, making a steady amount of gold? All of them. Like, I have every profession. I recommend anyone who wants to make the most gold they can have every profession. Not necessarily gathering ones, that's iffy whether you need it or not, but like all the crafting professions have them. But judging by the question, I presume that you are asking for a choice of 2. As in, you only have 1 character, what are you gonna do? First off, check out my YouTube channel for commentary on why you should get more alts, as we've been discussing. But, if I could only have 2 professions right now, leatherworking and enchanting. Yeah, I'd do leatherworking and enchanting, because leatherworking is going to open up the dread, like both the leveling and the 110 gear for leather wearers and for mail wearers. You're going to get your stonehide leather barding. You're going to get drums, which people need a lot of, and you're going to get warhide bindings, which you're going to then be able to shuffle with enchanting to get cheap enchanting mats. And enchanting, you're going to be able to do the enchanting. You're going to be able to sell those mats. You're going to get enchanting. You're going to be able to use those mats to enchant stuff. Especially since it's on your main, you're going to be able to disenchant anything you get in dungeons and stuff. So that's going to be more profitable for you as well. And then you're going to be able to do, let's see, your enchanting has 2 relics for it. It's got the Immaculate and Soul Fibril. It's got the tomes that I'm actually making right now, if I'm actually looking at my screen properly. Let's get us over to the right monitor. Like those 2, like they open up so much that's valuable, and at the end of the day, it's like whatever choice I was going to make, it was going to involve shuffling for enchanting mats, because because the fact that you also get bloods on top of the enchanting mats, it's so nice. I love it. Getting excited. Calm down. It's just World of Warcraft. Gotta tell myself this. Told you guys, I really like to talk about gold. Fishing and archaeology. Fishing, not too bad. What? Oop. Did I shatter too many maelstrom crystals? I might have. So my monk was the my second freshest 110, and I haven't tanked on it yet, like not really, but I have done like healing and DPS, and it's my favorite of my alts probably as far as actual fun playing it. Also, it's a gnome, which I've never played one before really, and it's kind of fun to be like, oh, look at the cute little gnome. I've always like pretended to hate gnomes, and I actually, spoiler alert, I actually kind of think they're cute. Okay. Yeah, if I could redo all of my professions and not lose anything, I would probably, like, if I could go back in time, I would want Fade to be an enchanter. Enchanting, I think, is a great thing to have on your main, while other professions don't matter quite so much, but enchanting, since you'll be able to benefit more from, like, the quest item, or the quest rewards, and the world quest stuff, and dungeons you're running. But obviously, Fade, she's got all those server firsts for professions, and she's got all the, like, I've collected rare patterns on her for a long time, so I can't drop anything on her anymore. It's just not a viable option. All right. So, there we go. Now, did anything pop up else on this character? Nope. But I haven't checked her order hall, so let's go do that. I don't really do a whole lot. Like, I was with this character's order hall stuff. I don't do much with most of my alt's order hall stuff, and I've been actually thinking that's kind of like not on the not at the top of my to-do list in a while, but it's like one of the things that comes to mind frequently is I should go unlock everyone's weapons they don't already have. I think the druid's the only one. So I think the druid's cat weapon is the only. Oh, and the Death Knight's unholy weapon are the only two that I'm actually missing. But unlock all the weapons, finish the class hall campaigns, just to have done it, just to get rid of quest, exclamation points in my log or in my order hall area. Oop. Go get some gear. See if we got any sweet upgrades. All right, we actually kind of technically did for my benched heroes. All right. I don't know why I blocked off Tainted Vintage. I would love to get an extra 2,200 gold. And it's good enough. And then is there anything she wants to auto-complete? Nope, she good. Alright. And, oh, how many order hall resources? She's good on order hall resources. We done. So right before I started streaming, I put some chicken breasts with buffalo hot sauce in the crock pot, and I can smell it. It's just permeating through the walls. Oh, I'm so excited for about 3.5 hours from now. Especially because I kind of technically haven't eaten yet today. I ate after midnight, but I haven't eaten since I woke up because I totally stayed up till 6 in the morning. Oops. See what's going on over here. Nothing, apparently? What have I done? There we go. Um, What did you think of the new expansion announcements? I am I am excited. I'm excited, I'm not hyped. Like, I guess is kind of the thing. I'm not like, oh, I can't wait for this aspect and this aspect and this aspect. It's like I'm excited for new content, but there's nothing that makes me say, I can't wait to do war fronts, or I can't wait to start an allied race or anything. There's nothing that makes me go, yes, I am excited. But I am excited just for more WoW and new things to do. Classic should be interesting. I'm not sure if if I do play, it'll just be to play around with the gold making in Classic WoW, and obviously that won't be happening for a long time. And from a story perspective, it looks interesting, so I'll be interested in the story aspect of it. Obviously, there's going to be more Jaina and Sylvanas, so I'm excited for that. That's what I'm hyped for. I'd say that's kind of the extent of my hype. I swear that, like, the reason I'm kind of not, like, the reason I look like I'm thinking is because I am. Something occurred to me last night that was like, oh yeah, just this whole, like, obviously I know that there's only so much we know now. But with the idea of, you know, the Undercity going away as a horde city and Darnassus going away, and I was just thinking this morning about, like, the leveling experience, and I was thinking about vendor. So one of my favorite, like, things to do to make gold, I haven't done in a long time actually, is buy vendor items and sell them on the auction house. So, like, cross-faction pets, or recipes that people typically don't know where the recipe comes from, like the alchemist stone, or arcanite bars, the transmute for arcanite bars recipe, that is, things like that. And there like, because the cockroach vendor is in Undercity, the owl vendor is in Darnassus. I think there's a moth vendor in Exodar. Like, so I'm curious how the changes in Battle for Azeroth are going to affect the availability of certain items, and not just vendor items. That's what came to mind for me. But, like, if the area around, I don't know, if the area around Undercity changes significantly, is it going to change the types of items that those mobs drop? Or the scaling situation. Actually, during the Blizz Q&A, Reckles from Want to Buy Gold asked this question of the devs, which I hope I paraphrase it okay, but it was something along the lines of, you know, with the difference in level scaling, with how the world is going to scale to you wherever you go, how's that going to affect what mobs drop? Because it's like, you know, people who farm transmog, that definitely matters to them, whether or not something's dropping the correct level of gear that it used to. And then also I think about things like, you know, there are certain levels of mobs that drop certain types of cloth, or certain levels of mobs that skin into certain types of leather. And so what's going to happen when that might change? And then when you also think about it, I'm like, let's think of a zone that everyone hates. Not a dungeon, but a zone that everyone hates. I can't think, like, in classic WoW. I'm trying to think of one. I'm sure there exists. So Desolus. Not a lot of people do Desolus. Even on Horde, like, it's mostly a Horde zone, or it was before the Cataclysm. And I played Horde, and I still didn't like doing Desolus because it's very desolate. It's not a very fun zone to do, even though the story was interesting. And so, if everyone skips that zone, but that zone is the best place to farm, and I'm not saying it is because I don't know off the top of my head what you farm there, but if that's the, you know, the primary area where you get Fade Leaf or something, like, is the like, if the herb nodes and the mining nodes don't change with your level as well, what will that mean for the availability of certain low-level crafting mats? And if they do change with your level, what will that mean for certain? Will you need to have a level 40 miner in order to farm, what would that be, Mithril? So it's like, there's a lot of really interesting gold-making questions that I think are going to come out of Battle for Azeroth that, like, I'm sure people will be answering in the future. Right now, we don't really have answers for them. But then, so if the old vendors only, or if the world changes only at 110, because I do understand what you're saying there, it's like, does that mean that I need to have an alt under 110 in order to access those vendors? And even still, that isn't actually kind of getting at what I meant with regards to those vendors. I was talking about the fact that the city, oh, I see what you mean. because that city won't change for you until you're 110. You'll still have access to the other city before 110. But still, so it's like, do I need a low level alt for that purpose? And the fact that the idea of Exodar and Silvermoon staying makes no sense from a story perspective. So I think that I'm not saying I think that they'll change it. I'm saying I think they should change that, because you can't say, oh yeah, we all, we're the Alliance control Eastern Kingdoms and the Horde control Kalimdor, except for these, because they came in a different expansion. So we're just gonna leave them there, and they're not gonna explain it. So, all right, let's see here. I was talking so long that my characters got flagged as AFK. Oops. Let's see here. All right. Oh wow, he's actually already done 2 High Mountain quests. I might as well go finish that out just to get an emissary cache. And then I actually do have a level 60 PvE twink. So on my server, Arjadon, there used to be an active group called OWL, Old World Late Night, and they would run Old World content late at night, at midnight every night. Every night of the week, there would be a different raid. So we'd have like Black Temple Night, and we'd have Hyjal Night. I don't think there was a Hyjal Night, now that I think about it, but there was, it's like, there were certain nights that we would do different raids. And it was just a fun thing. So obviously some people would come on mains for transmog gear or just fun stuff to do, and or achievements and stuff like that. But because all those mains were coming, they could carry alts. So I have a level 60 rogue who's locked at 60, who's like in full decked out. She's, unfortunately, I didn't join the game until after Nax 40 was removed, but but she's basically decked out in all the best possible gear prior to Nax 40. So, and I'm trying to get her tier 3 set on the black market auction house too. So. This character actually, is this one of the ones that needs order hall resources? I think it is. Yes, it is. It desperately needs them, so good. I might just blow up all of his emissary caches real quick. Do you sell much transmog, or most almost exclusively crafted items? I not so like last week, maybe last Sunday actually. I was doing AQ 20 and 40 for transmog gear for myself, not to farm transmog gear, but to get skins for myself. And an exalted chest piece dropped just as part of the trash. And I'm like, oh cool, quick. I didn't even put it in a group. I just quick post from bags and TSM, and it sold last night for 63,000 gold. So so I don't typically do transmog, but I'm kind of thinking a little bit more about it now. I probably wouldn't. I'm not motivated to search to flip off the auction house, but I like, it's kind of one of those sort of ideas of, if I'm going to be down in a dungeon anyway for transmog for myself, I'll kill more trash than I previously would have, kind of a thing. I hate getting put on a PvP realm. I feel like there was a change that was coming before Battle for Azeroth. I think it's before, that I was excited about, but I forget what that change was. So obviously I wasn't that excited about it, but it was still, I remember thinking that there was something worthwhile coming in 7.3.5. It might have been the world scaling, because that's coming in 7.3.5, right? I could be wrong. Both as far as if that's actually coming, and if it's and if it's what I'm thinking of that I was excited about. No one laugh at my enhancement shaman skills. This is my inscription alt. That's what he exists for. I don't know how to play him. I totally did do a normal Emerald Nightmare on him last night, though, because I'm trying to get the rank 2 Vantis runes so I can get all the rank 3 Vantis rune patterns out of my bank sometime this year. Alright, good. I got credit for that. Yeah, crafting items is definitely my market, my cup of tea. I've done a little bit of commodities flipping recently, as in, like, I've been trying to get cheap Imperium for a while now, for crafting gems and stuff. And in doing that, sometimes I'll notice that it's like, oh man, there's not very much cheap Imperium, but look, all of this is like 29 gold, and then it suddenly jumps up to 45 gold or something, so I'll buy out all the cheap stuff, and rather than use it, basically what I do then is I put it on the auction house, and then it's like, if it sells, great, I made a great profit there. And if it doesn't, whatever, you know, I got decently priced Imperium to use for crafting. Speaking of making gold, let's do this cancel scan while I'm doing world quest. All right. Quick and easy. Might go kill that bear slumber or whatever it is, though, because this character does not typically get a lot of bloods, so any I can get is going to be useful. The other market that I'm not in that I've heard people have a lot of success with recently is selling leveled pets. And I was like, I could just totally chill and level pets some days and turn around and sell them. Especially because I've been doing AQ40 for transmog gear. And so I've actually got 3 out of 3 Anubis idols. And anyone who does pet battles knows that that is a very commonly used one in a lot of the world quest strats and stuff, because he's just got a really great ability set up for a lot of different fights. So, of course, on the other hand, that usually means that people who are into pet battles already have 1 to 3 of them at 25. But every once in a while, you know, someone's gonna be like, I'm gonna get into pet battles for the first time, and then they'll be like, ooh, everything's telling me I need this Anubis idol. Oh, look, there's one on the auction house that's already level 25. Sweet. So, might have to do that since I've got a few spares now. Do you not think that the economy, how it is after... in order to buy the volume... so obviously that might feel fairly server dependent, so I can only speak to my server, and it's also worth mentioning that I didn't play in Warlords of Draenor, so I didn't really see a stark difference begin in Warlords. So I actually, one of the first videos I made when I came back, I actually was watching some of my old videos on YouTube the other day, actually last night, and was something along the lines of Blizzard's profession mistake, about how I really didn't like some of the changes they made to professions and stuff like that. But I would say that I don't think it's very difficult to make gold from scratch. I guess it kind of depends on if we're talking about from scratch starting on a new server with no characters, or from scratch you've got characters but you've just never made gold, so you don't have a lot of investment capital, but you do have the infrastructure built. Because basically on my server you can frequently find stonehide leather and shalderai silk under 6 gold a piece. So we're talking 54 gold to craft a Leylight shard, which can then obviously be turned into 3 arcana, and then you might also get a Blood of Sargeras out of that. And I can actually just print money doing that pretty much all day, and then I can pump that into enchanting mats and stuff like that. So because those materials are so plentiful, and so cheap. I feel like you don't really need a whole lot of investment capital to get started if you have the right professions already set up. Now, if you don't already, if you're like starting on a new server or like a little level 1, that might be kind of tough. But then, like I said, selling vendor recipes and stuff, I feel like is a very good option. It's something that I've always really enjoyed doing, and it's typically quite actually something that someone pointed out to me on the stream maybe 10 days ago has already made me like a couple dozen thousand gold. Dozen thousand, that sounds weird. But anyways, I know it's under 100,000, but it's significantly more than 10,000. So I was like, oh, I don't know how to say that. Dozen thousand. But which is frozen orbs, presuming you're exalted with the Kirin Tor. You can go to a vendor in Old Dalaran and buy frozen orbs for 60 gold apiece. You can then go to a different vendor in Old Dalaran and trade that for any Eternal. And Eternals on my server, the life and water and stuff are like 3 gold a pop, but the fire and the shadow are regularly over 100 gold a pop. And so I bought these vendor items for 60 gold, traded them for fire and shadow, and sell them for 120 gold a pop. And I've sold probably 20 of each already. And there's people competing with me in that market too, so it's pretty interesting. Howdy King, is that Nulse or Noise? I think it's Nulse. Howdy. So. From what I've heard and from what I've been told, yeah, Garrison, like, so with that follow-up of, do you hear people say that Garrison gold missions meant there was way too easy to get gold? Not sure it's true. Yeah, if that's what you're comparing it to, I think a Legion would be harder. Because from what I understand as well, and I've talked to a lot of people, gold makers and not gold makers, people were just printing money in Warlords of Draenor with their garrisons. So it's like there was, like, you could just become a millionaire without even trying, which is fine. I think it caused some massive inflation, but with an L, cool. So that naturally made it seem, once you couldn't do that, suddenly it seems like gold making is hard, when it's not. It's just the same as it was in Mists of Pandaria and stuff, as far as I'm concerned. Though I will say there's significantly fewer things you can sell. Each given profession makes significantly fewer items, in my experience. But the profit margins on those items are typically a lot larger for me, so I feel like it's all kind of balancing out. Solidity, hi, you snuck in among all the other chat there. Hello. Sorry, I did not mean to not acknowledge your hello. Let's see here. Alright, Dreamweavers or Valarjar? Guess we'll go kill all those raptors real quick. Sneaky, sneaky solidity. With these gold class hall missions, it's pretty much like the garrison ones, especially since you're getting more than one gold mission. So ooh, I got an achievement. Hooray. No, leave me alone, hunters. Don't kick me out. Damn it. I hate the hunters. But the druids, I feel like, give you more time to get out of their clubhouse. But anyways, is it kind of the same level? Like, because I definitely like, I feel like you can make. I haven't done the math, but I feel that it is entirely possible to buy a WoW token every month using Order Hall gold missions, if you do them whenever they pop up. But is that the same level of gold making that could happen with garrisons? Because I was under the impression garrisons could do a lot more. Because I don't know if there were gold missions, but since you could, like, for example, I know one person in my guild had just tons of tailors, and he would make hex weave bags, like, constantly. I think he still does. And so he just make tons of gold that way. It's like basically that you could craft without having to craft, really, was kind of what I got as the impression of what happened in Warlords of Draenor. So I don't know how that compares, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because actually on my alts, I typically will even do the order all gold missions because I mean 1,500 gold if you like it's like 2,200 if you can 200% a mission. So it's like that's nothing. That's not nothing. But I still feel like it feels less than what I was told Garrison gold printing was like. Sure, I'll join a group for this one. There is one. This might be a bad idea. But we're gonna try it. It was a bad idea. I don't have any goblin gliders. I'm gonna die. What good does being in a group serve if my group member isn't going to help me? Asshole. Okay, good. I didn't pull the... I'm still gonna die because I res with too low of health. Alright. Yes, I'm clicking something on my spell bar. Don't judge me, my hands are tiny. Okay. But yeah, from what I understand, with regards to Garrison gold making versus like nowadays, is from like it sounds like the Garrisons really opened up a lot of gold making opportunities to people who didn't like that didn't require people to think about gold making or learn to use the auction house or like set up TSM or something. It was all very simplistic and very easy. While now we're returning more towards needing to like set up your TSM groups properly to maximize your gold making and stuff. And so people might consider it more difficult to make gold, and I guess technically it is, but I don't think that actually means it's hard. I think it just means it was too easy before. Really the big thing, so like I said, I didn't play in Warlords, so I don't know when some of these changes happen. See, the druids didn't kick me out. But anyways, so but for me, I really did feel when I came back, I was shocked at how little I had to sell. Because I came from a time when like this second account that I have running that direction now. I have it because I needed that many alts just to manage the inventory. I had one character that only sold glyphs. It took their entire bank and bags. And then I had one character that only sold crafted PvP gear. Then I had one character that only sold crafted PvE gear. Then I had one character that only did jewel crafting. It's like there was so much stuff to sell that it was really jarring for me to come back and not have so much inventory to manage. But it's like now I'll sell glyphs that I make for, well, I guess I've always had a huge profit margin on glyphs, so that's probably not a good example. But yeah, profit margins are huge now. And I think a lot of that is because of Warlords of Draenor. All those people were printing gold, and so inflation went through the roof, and people can afford to spend like 12,000 gold on a glyph. Got any up-to-date? I haven't. So I do not. Though some probably do exist, but TSM4 is going to enter beta fairly soon. I unfortunately cannot justify paying for a WoW add-on, even though I think that if there's one add-on that deserves to be paid for, it's TSM. but I can't justify that given my budget. So I will not likely be in the beta unless someone on the TSM team wants to give me access, in which case I can make videos and stuff, and that'd be cool. But so bottom line is TSM is probably going to change somewhat in the near future. So, but from what I understand, it's still going to, like, your operations are still going to carry over. So there's still obviously reason to start it up now. My guides honestly are still completely fine. They're a year old. I made them last Christmas. I will find the link for you right now. There'll be lots of talk about me quitting WoW in the video. Let's see here. My channel. Legion TSM Guide, how to make gold with Trade Skill Master. There we go. Howdy, Sephorium. And Axivos. Rhaegar is my second most buggy follower. The worst follower I have is Chen Storm Stout, the monk follower, the monk tank follower. Like, he'll just be on his turtle in the air, or like he'll just like randomly fire breath away from the mobs. It's terrible. He's a terrible follower. He's probably drunk, so I mean, I guess we can't really blame him. Thank you, Afflicted, and yes, 3 more. Oh, yep. So that means I got a follower, and I didn't see it. I'm so sorry. But yes, so 3 more followers for a giveaway. I think they can charge for an optional service that is linked to the add-on. Yes, Inflicted's right. Tell everyone about this awesome stream that's happening. But yeah, so who said that? Yeah, Not Like That is correct. They do not charge for the add-on. What they charge for is, so there's also a TSM desktop app, which is also free. I use it, but you get premium features if you have premium, which is what you pay for. And with that, it creates cloud backups of data of your groups and stuff like that in case something goes wrong, and you get access to the beta of TSM4 when it goes live. I think that's how it's working. Since I'm not in it, I haven't really looked at the whole situation. But so it's like the add-on is free. It's just kind of like, when you think about it too, it's like that team made, like, I actually last night tweeted something along the lines, why is my follower thing so low? That must be why I'm not seeing it. Thank you for the follower. Let me move that follow alert someplace where we can actually see it. Yeah, so it's like, they deserve the support. Any support they can get, they deserve it, because they have put so much effort into and made such an amazing add-on suite. It's like, it's so robust. It is so widely used. It is so useful. They're such a professional team. I've had like bugs, not an issue that I didn't understand and like I needed them to explain to me, like a literal bug that I've tweeted them about, and they have literally pushed out a hotfix update to the add-on on Curse within 20 minutes before. So it's like, I love the TSM team. They are the most wonderful folks. Oh, what is, sorry, now I have to catch up. All you talkative folks, now I have to catch up on chat every time I finish answering one question. I love it. What is the giveaway going to be? It's going to probably be something of $15 or less from the Blizzard store. So that would be a month of WoW game time or a pet. But we'll see how I'm feeling, because I haven't planned, like, my last giveaway was a BlizzCon ticket. Obviously, it's too late to do another one of those. So we will see when we hit that mark, because it might not be today, though, so far. I mean, we're up to 8. We're getting close. And to let you guys know with regards to the giveaways, everyone who, like, when I start one, then I'll have you type in a keyword to enter so that we are only rolling among people who are actually here. Instead of AFK. But so everyone can enter. There won't be like a subscriber only thing, but subscribers will be more heavily weighted to win. So if you really like the content, I hope you'll consider subscribing, but everyone will be able to win. The BlizzCon ticket was not won by a subscriber. So it happens. Let's see here. Okay, yes, there we go. And yeah, so with regards to the giveaway, I can give away that the nature of it being a BattleNet balance. So basically, I can gift stuff to people in the EU too. You do not have to be a US server to enter the giveaway. And I know that because I've gifted games to people in the EU before. Forgot I canceled all these auctions and I didn't put them back on the auction house. Oh no. All right, there we go. There's stream lag. Let's see here. I've got 0 dropped frames, so I think it might be on your end. But if anyone else is experiencing lag, please let me know. Maybe refresh your browser thing. That was the other thing that kind of made me hesitant to move my computer into my bedroom, is because of the way where the jack is to plug in my modem in the bedroom. It's like it was gonna have to have all of these cables going all along the floor. But what I determined is that actually I can just show you this because I have a camera, don't I? So this is gonna get a little bit weird, but come here. Okay, I guess I could just do it from here. So I've got a cable going from the wall into the closet, and then the other cable coming out of the other side of the closet and coming to my computer. So that was a pretty good setup, I thought. Now we get to fix this again. Where was it? All right, I think we're all set. I take world questing very seriously. So I was able to avoid a tripping hazard and unsightly cables going all the way. So the most unsightly thing now is my living room. So because my desk had been set up in a specific corner, I'd put all my like wall art, if you will, all my photographs and stuff, kind of almost framing this area because that's where I was always sitting. And now that the desk is gone, it's like this. Not like that. Thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Lost track of what I was thinking because I was so excited about a sub. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so all of these like photographs and stuff on the wall are now framing this empty space in the corner, and then the room itself is so empty. Like my TV and my couch are in there, but it's like it's a huge room and there's like nothing else in it. It looks like I'm moving out, to be honest. But then you walk in here and I've got the soft light going on. It's nice and warm. Because like I said, I'm not heating the rest of the apartment. So it's like freezing and empty out there. And then it's warm and comfy in here. And then once my Jaina poster is up there, I'll have my waifu to come home to and everything will be great. Inflict is getting on the sub hype. All right. What I'm hyped for is my buffalo chicken in a few hours. Super excited for that. Box. There it is. And Valarjar. How am I doing on order hall resources? We're almost up to 3,000. Nice. $21 bloods. We're actually doing okay. Typically, he doesn't need bloods, but then all of a sudden, someone will buy both of my the Aquil and the Straws and Relic, and then it's like, oh shit! Now I need 16 bloods all of a sudden, and I don't have any. So I'm glad when he's got when he's got 16 or more bloods, I feel safe. One more follower, we get to do a giveaway. Now I have to start deciding what I'm gonna get. Oh, and another sub. Thank you. Man, Sunday sub day. Gotta do more Sunday streams. But, so, let's see here. I'm so excited about these subs. We might have to give away a mount instead. Yeah, especially because tokens are going cheaper. So it's also, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, the gold might work out to be something similar to what I'd planned on spending. Because I was like, I'll do this giveaway when I hit 10 followers, and I thought that would be like 10 days ago, but then no one came. So it's like, and now tokens have gone down to like 12K per token. So this is a good EU time to stream as well. Awesome. Yeah, I actually watch an EU streamer, and it's always during the day. I guess it's right around now for me. So I guess that makes sense that this is like this is like evening time, right? Anyway, so like not the week that just passed, but the one before was like my really big week at grad school, like that all of my projects and stuff were due. I've still got stuff going on, but it's not nearly as intense, and I'm not doing all these group projects and stuff like that. So I can stream more. So I'm thinking that I will probably try and do at least one weekend stream in the future anyways, because I do kind of like having a daytime stream. Though of course, so I'm leaving for Thanksgiving, so I won't stream from the Wednesday before Thanksgiving until the Monday after. Actually, I don't even think I'll do it on Monday because I'm flying on Monday. But so that'll be a time away, and then Christmas, I'm going for the week around Christmas. But other than that, and oh my gosh, once Christmas holiday starts, I've got like 2 weeks of literally nothing going on. It's gonna be stream extravaganza before I leave for Christmas. I'm excited about it. Let's ride the Mana Saber. It's 8 p.m. in the EU, or somewhere in the EU. I imagine you guys have different time zones throughout the EU. And the UK, I guess, since now, what the UK, is it the UK that's not in the EU, or how did Brexit work out? Or is it just like Britain or England? Oh my gosh, there's so many, like you guys have so many sub divisions that I don't know them because I'm an American and I don't care about other countries. That's not actually true. I care. I just feel bad that I'm fulfilling that stereotype of not knowing about other countries. My issue is I used to live in the mountain time zone, which a lot of people don't even realize is a time zone. It's the Intermountain West, so it covers Utah and stuff. And then I moved to Arizona, which is its own time zone because they are sometimes on California time, Pacific time, and sometimes they're on Mountain time because Arizona chooses not to observe daylight savings time. So I've always been like, I have no, like, I actually, for a long time, because I was doing nothing but playing WoW, I literally went off of server time, which is Eastern, because it was easier than worrying about like what the actual times were. I don't know which direction to turn for this quest. Oh yeah, it's up here. So Greenwich Mean Time. Yeah, I feel like we should all like switch over to that, but we should also all be on the metric system, and we can't get on board for that. So it's always kind of funny though for me when I study nutrition and dietetics. My emphasis on obesity research. So obviously I deal with talking about body weight a lot. So in America, obviously we use pounds. And then in most of Europe, you'd use kilograms. But then you get like England and it's like they use stone. And then, so that's always kind of funny when people who from England are like, you guys aren't even on the metric system. It's like, yeah, well, at least we don't use stone to track our body weight. Because they use stone and pounds. Like, it's like you weigh like, I don't know, like 8 stones, 6 pounds or something like that. And it's like, that is a weird measurement. So, anyways. I'm learning so much about geography now. About what makes up Great Britain. Since I'm in a STEM field, I'm fairly accustomed to metric. So, I'm typically okay with either. Though it is kind of hard for me to envision, like, what, like, a kilometer actually looks like until I started running 5Ks. And then I was like, okay, now I know what a kilometer looks like. So Okay, oh, let me look for the ones that I actually don't hate. So yes, let's begin the assault on a Hydra Shawl, please. That's also gonna give me a blood. And for some reason, my alert for for followers and stuff, it's like I obviously see it. So if I happen to see it, that's great. But I wasn't hearing the sound. So if I hit 10 followers for the giveaway and I don't notice it, someone say follower hype or something, or giveaway hype, and we will get it going. All right, this is a lot easier when there isn't a tool going around tagging stuff and keeping me from finishing this quest. Oh, someone's going crazy on my Kemarine over on the other auction, or over on the other monitor. Good. I put up like 40 last night for a reason. It's because I'm generating so many. Trying to get my light speen. All right. And I guess we'll do the same 2 wanted quests on this character as I did on Fade because they're nice and easy and fast. I think I made a mistake not eating before the stream. I'm starving, but I don't want to eat until my chicken is ready. Because then I'm just gonna go to town on that chicken. I'm just gonna have tons. So I'm saving room. Oh, pets are $10. I got a Steam message, everyone. An omelet with egg whites, gotta be. Let's see here, and mounts are 25. Yeah, we'll probably do a mount. So whoever wins the giveaway will have an option of a mount, a pet, or 1 month of game time. That'll be what we'll give away today with 1 more follower. Chicken at 10 followers. Unfortunately, it won't be ready yet, and I can't go eating uncooked chicken. I'd get sick. I think the thing that disincentivized me from doing order hall stuff on most of my alts is that I couldn't get good follower gear on this. I was just looking at how I only get like 50 order resources per world quest on my shaman because I couldn't get a bunch of gear. It's going to give me order hall resources like I've got stacked up on Fade. I'm actually really kind of irritated that some people got the ability to buy order hall, or not order, champion gear with their order hall resources, and some people didn't. Same with the autocomplete thing, like the paladins can send out the Knights of the Silver Hand, and then Death Knights can send out the Frost Worm thing. That sort of a thing, and then nothing for other classes. The first time in a long time I've done all this character's world quest, though. It's going pretty well. Going pretty well. Apparently got transmog piece. Little Viking hat. Dude, there he is. It is kind of weird to be on a non-tank because when you play virtually nothing but tanks, it's kind of like, oh yeah, I could die. I take damage on this character. Oops. All right. So now here, see what else I might need to craft that's sold since we started our world quests. Quite a bit of shit actually. Good. But I like to see. Gold, we make the more giveaway. And an upgrade. Upgrade after upgrade. Nice. Trash, 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 trash. Okay. So actually I sold my Chatterstone, so I should make another one of those real quick. Chatterstone. And inscription. Yeah, when I'm on a DPS tune, I'll forget I'm not a tank and end up pulling away too much. Yeah, and I like not only that, but I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna round all this stuff up. And even if I recognize that I'm on a DPS, I'll be like, and then I'll just pop cooldowns and everything will be fine. And then it's like, oh, by the way, you can get dazed, so you're gonna die. They really like, they need to remove the daze mechanic in PvE. It serves no purpose but to force people who have a tank spec to be more likely to play in that tank spec when they're out in out in the world, even though they might not actually want to. They might want to just put out a bunch of DPS. And it's stupid. It serves no purpose. And like, it used to be that my Avenger shield would daze people, so there was like daze, and I know that hunters had a shot that would daze people. I don't know if they still do, but you know, it's like there were legitimate reasons in PvP to want daze to happen both on abilities and possibly randomly throughout. Because I mean, if you're running to blacksmith, someone auto attacks you and you get dazed, it's like that's a big deal. And so it's like there are PvP reasons to have dazed in the game, but I think that now that they've got this technology that these skills are only active when you're in a PvP setting, they should apply that to dazed as well. Because it adds no fun, and in a PvE setting, I don't see any mechanical purpose for it. Fade, obviously. I mean, I play her as Prot, even when I'm doing World Quests. Even if I could, like, avoid days, I would still probably play her as Prot for World Quests, because I just love being able to survive anything. But on the alts, it's a pain in the ass, and I feel bad for the people whose mains... Like, I guess they have Stonehide Leather Barding now, which I guess, it's like, I shouldn't complain that much. The fact that days exists causes sales for my Stonehide Leather Barding. But, it's just... It must be really frustrating. Oh yeah, I was gonna go check out his order hall. Now that he's got nearly 4,000 resources, which actually isn't that much, but oh well. Thank you, Christophers. You are my 10th follower since I started my follower goal to a giveaway, so that means it's time for a giveaway. Everyone thank Christophers for getting us to our 10th follower. Let's see here. So it's time for a giveaway. Let me load up my giveaway thing here. Like I said, everyone who enters will be able to win, though people who subscribe will be weighted more heavily to win. So if you enjoy the content, I hope you will consider subscribing. We'll give you a minute or two to do that, which is actually more or less so that I can keep talking. But so we'll do the giveaway when I finish talking. What's gonna happen is I'll give you guys a keyword, which I will type in chat as well, so that you know exactly how to spell it and stuff like that. I'll give you a few minutes to type that keyword. That's what's going to actually enter you, so that I know that I'm rolling from people who are actually here and paying attention. Pay attention, class. And then whoever wins, I have a really bad habit of like accidentally showing like personal information on the stream, or like one time I actually like, luckily I have an authenticator, so it does, well, no, so I didn't say my password, but I did like say the numbers as I typed in my authenticator, which obviously isn't a big deal, but it was but it's like I'm prone to doing that kind of stuff. So we're gonna do the actual giveaway transaction when the stream ends today. If you have to leave early, then I mean you won't forfeit that you won the giveaway. We'll definitely be in contact. So that's what it is. We'll determine the winner, and then I'll contact that winner after the stream ends, like immediately after the stream ends, and we'll organize what pet or mount or game time you want, that sort of a thing. So we're going to get this started. Let me think of what keyword we want. Yes, I know what our thing will be. Let me see here. Just need to pick the right. Need to make sure that everyone can enter, not just subscribers. And I am turning on anti-spam, so only type it once, or else it's going. It's not US only. I can gift to anyone, as long as you have a working email address and you can redeem stuff from Battle.net in your region. Then you'll be able to get it. Yeah. And if for some reason I'm wrong, like we'll still figure something out for you. Let's see here. So. Subscribers more likely. I'm just trying to make sure I get this all set up properly. Okay, so we're gonna start the giveaway. So our keyword is Jaina. So if you guys will type the word Jaina, and we'll give you guys a thanks so much for the follow, Sly. We'll give you guys a few minutes to enter because I know there's some stream lag. Okay, good. Yep, it is entering you guys in. You guys are all doing it right. All right, we got it. We got ourselves a giveaway. We got people entering. The last time I started a giveaway, even despite stream lag, it took people a while to actually enter. And I'm like, this is awkward. I'm giving you guys free stuff and no one's interested. So I'm so glad that people are entering. Let's see here. Give you guys one more minute and then we'll roll it out and see who's going to get something at the Blizzard, or not the Blizzard store, the Battle.net store. Right. All right, I think you guys have had enough time to enter. Oh, inflicted in there at the very last minute there. You guys have had enough time to enter now. So we'll roll it out. I think it will announce it in chat. So drum roll. You guys will probably see the announcement before the drum roll ends because of how stream lag works. But not like that wins. Hooray! Congratulations. So, not like that. I will contact you via Twitch when the stream ends, so we will get you sorted out. It will be, definitely rigged. It will be something, let's see here, how much were mounts? 25? Yeah, so anything from the, and if you, we'll use, so any mount, that's, I guess, so that's not the Warforged Nightmare. Let's bump it up. Anything, so any mount, any pet, or a month of game time. So you can choose that when I contact you. Something to consider. 260 runs and no Headless Horseman. Yeah. So, let's see here. And as a celebration of the giveaway, I'm gonna go use the restroom. So I'll be right back. Now that you guys can like see my room, I'm like kind of weirded out by like getting up and stuff. I don't know why, so we'll just turn you guys towards the wall. I'm nearly back. I'm just getting a soda. All right, I'm back, and yes, that can be AFK wall until my Jaina poster gets here. Then you get AFK Jaina. Let's see here. Okay, now I gotta catch up on what I missed. Yes, I did see your private message. Not like that. It'll be kind of tough for me to keep it on that while streaming and stuff, and so we will. I'll still be contacting you after the stream. Let's see here. So the reason that I didn't want to like walk in front of the camera, so I'm wearing shorts, and I actually I cut myself shaving my legs 2 days ago, so I have this like really weird bandage around my knee, and it looks really, really not flattering. So that's why I was like, oh, this is weird. So let's see here. Let's see here. And yeah, I usually have a what's it called? A green screen setup. I just don't today because I wanted to wear my green sweater, and it was gonna chroma key out. So that's why I don't now, but I typically do have a green screen setup. And yeah, I do want to decorate the area with more than just my nug and my little adipose. I play Alliance mainly. I wish I played Horde, but unfortunately my guild is on Alliance. All right, we're all caught up. This sweater is so soft. If you guys are interested, like if you guys want to buy something from the Blizzard Gear store, I highly recommend this. Let's set up a new follower goal, so that we can be making strides towards our next stream, or not our next stream, our next giveaway. This is the stream. Let's see here. I think that I was thinking maybe I should increase the goal in increments of 5, but then it's like, why not increase the goal in increments of 1 so I can do giveaways more often? So next will be 11 followers from now. Let's see here. Goal, please. Goals. Follower goal. And follower goal. Until next giveaway. Goal amount 11, starting amount 0. All right, there it is. We're all set. Less green screen? Okay. When you said let's green screen, I'm like, he really doesn't like them in my room. Oh. I think 5 is reasonable, but I like to give stuff away. Since I can buy it with gold, I can't say that it costs me nothing because I need to get my gold to grow, not go down, because I'm doing too many giveaways. But at the rate that I'm currently doing giveaways, I'm not. I'm making like, so if I do a mount every time, then it's like 2 tokens. So that's like, well, it's like 300,000 gold per mount giveaway essentially, and I make and so far I've been doing a giveaway like once a week. It looks like it's probably gonna be, and in a week I can make 300,000 in a few hours if I really want to. So it's not a big deal to do them more often. Granted, if I start getting followers snowballing, then obviously that might have to change, but we'll see. Let's see here. Yeah, the giveaway is something from the Battle.net store, so it can be mounts, pets, or game time. It'll be different, this stuff, every time based on, so I'm not just giving away, I'm giving away this pet. It's whoever wins can tell me what they want from the store, and I'll just set a money amount. So some days if I'm like, I don't want to give away that, like I'm not making too much gold this week, I'm just gonna give away a pet or something like that, but we'll figure that out. Let's see here. Yeah, it is a new webcam position. It's in a new room. I'm in an entirely different room in my house. Let's see here. Could also drop some bit love on her. I agree with that. Okay, so let's not just stare at my druid the whole time. Let's make some gold. Ooh, I've sold some deadly deep chimering for 3,000 gold a pop. I approve. Ah, moving around. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my space heater because it's getting a little bit toasty in here. Let me get a snazzy icon, and if you're like, man, I wish I had 2 snazzy icons, you could subscribe and cheer. All right. So let's just cancel everything that is not on a long duration. I was gonna get a soda while I was AFK, but then I realized that this one's still half full because I've been spending so much time talking that I haven't been like draining these sodas like I normally do. I have a kitchen-sized trash can that has a trash bag in it, and it's just for crushed cans that I take through the recycling. And I filled one up, so last night, it was like 3 in the morning, and I took them out to the trunk of my car, and I'm like, I must hide my shame over how many crushed cans I have. I'm like, if someone sees this and doesn't realize this is soda, they're gonna think I'm an alcoholic. But no, I'm just a mellow yellow-aholic. Alright. Oh. Gotta remember to bring you guys over to the monitors that I'm on. It's like, yeah, I'm liking this. Oh, and by the way, when I went to use the restroom, I had to open that door and it was just like a wall of buffalo chicken smell. I'm getting so hyped, guys. So calm down. Stream, your voice gets irritating on the stream. You get too excited. Calm down. Let's see here. Oh, but Inflicted, I don't know if you were here last night, or if I don't know if you've noticed it, you're not the only one with the bit icon anymore. Sephorium totally cheered me on last night. So, you're not the exclusive bit giver anymore. There we go. Oh, what was the oh, I guess I can check it on the other monitor because I didn't, obviously I have scrolled past it. What was the, oh no, what was it? Now I'm like dying to know what it was. Gotta scroll up. Where can I purchase free toast? Is that what you're talking about? Because I'm on board for that, or this. Super I'd prefer the one about free toast, but y'all are missing out on Argent Dawn wonders. Let's see here. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. And then while that's happening, it has been so nice already having switched my leatherworking to the other character, because even if he doesn't have the higher rank as like, or she, even if she doesn't have the higher rank, it's still so nice to just be able to make it on the character with so many bloods, and in order to keep the bloods on the tailor. It's been so wonderful. This one I'm not going to do all the emissary caches on. I'm just going to see if there's anything that I can get a lot of bloods from. 4 bloods in Dalaran. That's my favorite. Other than 10 bloods in Dalaran, which is my actual favorite. Let's see here. I think the first day I played WoW, someone wrote looking for a gnome for experiment into raid chat. Is tailoring any good? Tailoring is as good as a lot of other ones. Like I would consider, when it comes to the armor crafting professions, I'd say blacksmithing is slightly better. And then tailoring and leatherworking are equal. Yeah, they're equal. It would not be my first choice. Well, actually, it would not be my first choice, but Not paired with enchanting, it would be one of my lower choices. Paired with enchanting, it would be like my second or third choice. Oh yeah, I was doing the world quest. I craft all of the, let's see here. So for tailoring, I do all of the imbued silkweave and the silkweave stuff, and then I think that might actually honestly be it for this expansion. The reason that I find tailoring so valuable is because I can craft the silkweave bracers and disenchant them. And then that's the same with leatherworking, as the warhide bindings can also be disenchanted in a similar fashion, so. Silkweave hood. By new stuff, do you mean the light weave? The light weave pants? Hey, may I ask you? Yep, I think, actually, I don't think it's appearance tooltip. Though that might do it as well. I think I actually get that from Mogget. Yeah, that's from Mogget. Which is wonderful if you like collecting transmog for yourself. Alright. Yeah, so the reason I don't craft the Lightweave stuff is simply because I'm not that interested in doing Argus on all of my alts, so I haven't gone and unlocked it yet. If I unlocked it, I would definitely sell it. It's just I haven't unlocked it yet because that's not high on my priority list to do. I did, so obviously on my main, I've got that, so that's the Imperial Breastplate because she's the blacksmith. And then on my Death Knight, which is the one I'm about to log into, since I had to go so far to unlock the epic gems anyway, she obviously has the crown pattern, so I make the crowns. But I don't make any of the leatherworking stuff, the fell leather or whatever it's called, or the, and I don't do the tailoring stuff, but that's not because I don't think it's valuable, it is, but because I haven't unlocked it. I probably should unlock it to get some of them sweet sales. Argus is rough when undergeared as DPS. That's true. And honestly, I just don't like questing. Like, and it would, like, if I was just doing one at a time, which, I mean, I could do one at a time, but to me, it's like, it seems so daunting to think I have to do 2 characters to unlock that, and it's like, where do I start? I don't like, And so that's why, so I'm just like, ooh, I can't decide, so my decision is not to do either, and that's not very. Look at all the Moonkin hatchlings. It's the Moonkin Festival today! So cute. Alright. Yes, cute. Adorable. Oh, that's Suramar? Is that where my heart's set to? No, it's set to the Vindikar. Okay. This character actually has shit she needs to craft. I thought I sold a crown too, but I didn't see that queued by TSM, so we're gonna have to find out why that's oh, it's because I bought out a bunch of cheap crowns, so I already had a back stock of crowns. So one of my favorite things to do, actually, let's see if it, I don't think it's, since I did it earlier today, I'm gonna guess that, it's not giving me the correct monitor again, and I don't know why. It's supposed to be, don't mind me, I'm just fixing my screen. Add display capture. Hey, there you guys are. And then I want this one. Okay, this is what I actually wanted to go to. And let's put it under everything else. All right. It's worth starting for the high level relic. You're doing not much though. See, the thing is, like, you can get unsullied relics that are 880. So, oh yeah, what I was gonna say is one thing I like to do is, a lot of blacksmiths on my server are idiots. Okay, they're not super idiots yet, but if every once in a while, Imperial breastplates will drop to 2,000 gold, and you can buy them because, and obliterate them at a profit, because they obliterate to like 260 obliterash, and obliterum is 1,200 gold, like lowest possible price on my server. So I always like try to keep an eye on Imperial breastplates, because a lot of times people sell them way too low, and that's probably true of the other. I know the crowns don't go that low. I know that because I do a lot with the crowns. But Alright, so back to what we were doing over here. Alright, good. So we do have to send her some gems for her to be able to cut gems. Of course, it gives me every color but the one I wanted, as usual. Okay. Light speed. Alright. And actually, I've decided I don't want to cut light speed because right now it's cheaper cut than uncut. So we're going to sell any uncut I have rather than cut it. Alright. So then, now just shower on to get my free 4 Bloods of Sargeras from enchanting. And then how's she doing on Primal Sargerite? 10. She should probably go farm up a bag. Since I can get like a strange rush on crowns, especially on the weekends, I try and get some Primal Sargerite on him for as long as or on her for as long as I can. Is it like that for the Lightweave pants as well? I haven't like I went and searched all of them, the new stuff before. Let's see if it's still yeah, so I looked up this stuff. So on my server, as you can see, it's not happening. But like I said, not and the thing is, there's not a lot of competition in this kind of market. In my experience, on my server, like leatherworking typically kind of goes by the wayside. Where's my light weave? There it is. So yeah, 6,500. So basically anything that like just presuming they all give a similar amount of obliterum, so about 250. Basically just use that to inform at what point you'd buy it out. I didn't, and I don't know who that is, and that seems kind of spammy, so... How do I remove stuff? Oh, I'm not in the normal stream chat. Maybe I can do it over here. Maybe. Here we go. If you are actually a legitimate watcher of my stream, then you can contact me on Twitter and explain that. But since you've never talked, I have no real interest in you, and I've never heard of that person. You didn't tell me why they're relative to my interests. I'm pretty sure you're a spam bot. So, removed and banned. All right. So I have turned in my quest for. Actually, where do I want to? Yeah, we'll go farm the bag at the place with the raptors. My fast bag. And I don't have to go out to Arcus. I'll probably stream for maybe another 15 minutes or so that I can get not like that his prize, and then I do still need to do my biostats homework that I've been putting off for like a week and a half, so. And then obviously there's chicken on the line here. What are thou drinkest? This is Mellow Yellow Zero. It's my favorite. Love it to death. Did you get Mimron's head before quitting? No, I actually bought it off the black market auction house maybe a month ago. I'd been farming it for a little while, and I just, when it finally popped up on the black market auction house, I was like, whatever. I mean, I can make gold a lot. I'll make this gold back before I farm it, basically, was kind of my thought, so I bought it. Inflicted in my guild hype! Yeah, I briefly tried streaming on YouTube, like streaming directly to YouTube. And I know, like I said, I was going back and watching some of my old videos last night, and one of them was, like, I did stream, farming Mimrons, like, killing it on, like, 5. I think that was before I, like, finally got smart and saved locks, too. Yeah, Invincible is the one that I'm working on now. But I'm not, hey, there's my bag. I'm not super, like, I've got the lock saved at Arthas, but a lot of times I'll get through, the RP takes so long, both to start it and then mid-fight and stuff like that, that typically I'll do the first 3 or 4 characters, and then I'll just get really bored with it, so I haven't actually, like, I don't feel like I'm really farming it as seriously as I could be, because I've got plenty of characters that I could bring in for it that I wouldn't, because, like, I think it's an ugly mount, so I don't really, like, the Mimron's head I wanted to have to use, I've always wanted it, it's something I really wanted, while Invincible's just like well, I'm not farming Mimron's head anymore, and I've got this character specifically to hold locks for mount farming, what's next? Yeah. I do have a chicken mount. Let's see here. All right. Yeah. Chicken mount. All right. Um. Inflicted, how are you liking my guild? I guess no one else can see guild chat because I put up that chat box. Sorry, everyone else is missing out on this hazing. AFK during that repeat. Yeah, that's happened to me a few times. That I forget what happened, but maybe it was something on the other monitor. But oh, it was I was watching BlizzCon while I was doing it once, and I stopped to watch the trailer because it was like the opening ceremonies, and I'm like, oh, this is so good. And then I look back, I'm like, oh, I've been knocked off Ice Crown Citadel. Shit. So we got crafting done. We got Pleasant. So we'll go to Wixen, craft my leather stuff, and then that'll probably be the end of the stream for today, or at least this afternoon. If I finish my biostats homework quickly, which I usually don't, so don't get your hopes up. But if I finish it quickly, I might stream again this evening. I definitely stream tomorrow evening because my stream day times normally scheduled are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. I've really enjoyed the back and forth we've had. I love having so many vocal viewers and stuff to talk to. So I see that the message is afternoon streams on weekends are a good idea. So that'll probably start happening fairly regularly as well. So, but we've got some leatherworking stuff to craft. This is not quite the sign-off, peace out, goodbye that it sounds like it is yet. Oh. And we're already 2 out of 11 followers to the next giveaway. All right, let's see here. Oh, since she has a different rank than my other characters, I have to like manually craft some of this stuff sometimes. Shit, she needs cloth. I don't want to log over to my druid just to send cloth over. Oh, good. Cloth is cheap right now. Actually, very cheap. I apparently haven't been running my shopping scan for an hour or so. Or I would have bought this stuff out a long time ago. See a Karaza skill? Thanks, I need it. It's biostats. I'm not super great at it. Got a counterfeit coin. Bamboozle another by throwing this in their inventory. Take that. Alright. Okay. There we go. So now we've got enough cloth to not have to log out. Excellent. Get these. Okay, dread leather pants, yes. Gloves. And barding. Alright. Except I think that some other stuff sold while I was doing stuff, so we should probably recraft that too. Yeah, there it is. I was gonna say, I think it was Graven Scale something. Done. Where'd that barding end up? There it is. All right. Some easy bloods. Nope. Oh, gotta check for patterns on this character too. Rank 3s anywhere. Nope. All right. So that's going to be the end of this stream. Like I said, I might stream again this evening, so I hope you guys are following so that you know when I go live. We'll do our next follower in 8, or our next giveaway in 8 more followers. Not like that, I will be contacting you very shortly after this stream goes dead. And thank you so much for hanging out. I unfortunately got a little bit too excited today. My voice got raised a little bit, but I really love it when people are like talking back and forth. It makes it really fun for me. So thanks so much, guys. Holy radiant smile. Let's see here.